Yes, indeed. Big v Cole. It's the game we've all been waiting for. Big so far, 0-2 in the group. Not looking good for a team that we have high expectations of. But let's see if they can turn it around. Let's see if they can prove it today. Tabson, he's gone from the fray. He's gone from the round in an instant. And Complexity are running rampant in middle. That's a lovely shot from Xantares. But will it really change the course? Cole are in jungle. They don't check Searson, and he drops the bomb and almost another. Config lives, however, and Blame gets flicked by Xantares, who's feeling it today. 2 kills from the Turk, and now it's only Config.
Oh, but he's got it down to this 1v2 and does still have this bomb left to play with. So let's not write Config out of this one just yet. Xantares being very, very low as well. That's something that might play into this. Right now, he's just holding his ground. He's waiting to see if Big give anything away, right? In their attempt to play for information, in their attempt to get control over this round again, maybe they overstepped the mark. And so Config back in towards the A bomb site, now stopping at stairs. Can he find Xantares? If he gets away with this 1 kill, he's having to check everything. If he gets away with it, maybe there's a chance. And Config now locking that in. 6 points of health. Tizian, full HP. You've got the last man is the hardest one still to fight, right? It's the boss battle for Config. Into the 1v1. He's wounded and he's heading in towards the B bomb site, but Tizian is already beginning a rotation.
Should have a plant here at least, right? Tizian's got to walk. He doesn't know where on earth Config is, but the bomb plant will be heard and he can start speeding things up. At least Tizian is not left on the wrong side of the map. However, Config has snuck out of there right towards short. Bomb is for him. Obviously, a tap could force a peek, and as long as Tizian hits 1 bullet on Config, he's a dead man. But Tizian's got a lot to clear, and Config doesn't care. He's wrapping around. He won't jump window. He's avoiding making noise, and he's going for the full flank. The only danger is the bomb isn't planted for market. Luckily, Tizian has no kit, and he's going to be tapping it, faking, trying to force the fight from short. Now Config starts to run, and Tizian's not on the bomb. That was a really nice try.
There's no time.
There's no time. Oh, my goodness. Dear, oh, dear. What a round for Config. The flank, it was just there in time to save the day. You take those, Harry.
Did you just see the little Windows? There was like a Windows loading thing in the middle of the screen, and I don't think that was us. I'm pretty sure that was just there. That really threw me off. Sorry.
Big's brain just doing up today. Yeah, Xantares hit some really nice shots in that pistol, I've got to say.
Bro, no, honestly, like you could feel Config warming up into that, and I think as we were kind of saying, it all hinged on finding Xantares and the fact that he checks for him and gets away with it, and then just wastes all that time off the clock.
Already a scary start, right? Like, I think the map pool here is cool. Both teams are going to be very comfortable. It's not going to be a case of you know, like going on maps you're not prepared on. But it doesn't really matter where we've seen Big so far in Pro League. They haven't really showed up like we expect them to. And Cole, oh, that's a great shot from Keto. But Cole, you know, they've got their full roster in. And as you know, said on the desk, they've been performing great. Poison's been fragging out in the games that we need him to. And Cole are running wild. They're looking to go 3-0 up in the group alongside Heroic. Smoke spam. Buy back for Big, losing a man, and Config's got another in middle. Smoked off, that actually gives him cover there. He survives unless he gets spammed through it. Are they going to be able to jump up and find him? He's holding for that exact play, but it's still going to go the way of Tizian. A site is lost, and the bomb is coming back in through top mid. This is very dangerous. Xantares is pushing to get an AK. Luckily, Tizian is regrouped with his teammate, and the bomb goes B, where Blame F has already found some safety. Poison gone on the A site, and Blame can cut off the rotations. It should be fine. It looks dicey, but it should be fine.
Yeah, the thing that still makes me worried is that Big are now better armed than Complexity for this retake. It's Blame F's aggression that should have this round locked in, right? Holding on to the murder hole, you ain't getting through that. And so the smoke now falling, Tizian knows that he can't get through this position. He's still trying to look in, and it's pretty ballsy to try and deal with Blame F while he's here. Oh, he does get away with it. And now down to the 1v1. Now a lot of time off this bomb. I don't think there's any time left for Tizian to even attempt the round. But he gets out of it with the AK at least. And a lot of damage done to Complexity. I'm almost curious if Big decide to force buy again, right? You get this round so close, and it's not like a round in which there were mostly SMGs for Cole. You saw it, you took the guns away. It was mostly rifles outside of that Mac 10 on Blame F. So, you know, you get out of it with an AK, you could drop a deagle over. Anything you find in a round like this now is just inherently very, very valuable because you're breaking the money of Cole early on in this game. So what's the decision going to be? Just eagles by the looks of things.
Yeah, I agree it's very tempting. I'm surprised Big don't go for it. They probably just want to play things safe, get their gun round in as soon as possible, right? Another factor Pim mentioned on the desk was we've got two of the best scout players in the game up against each other right now. CSGO certainly has to be noted as probably the best scout player in recent history. And Poison, I mean, put a scope on his gun and he's, you know, deathly sight to witness. But it won't be a scout v scout. It's again the rebuy for Cole, with Big just taking a breather. As a result, a clean third round for Complexity. Only Xantara's left with a deagle. And not much going to be given over to him here either. Cole actually want to keep a clean round, right? They want to keep their guns, and so they won't be interested in hunting, especially knowing that Xantara's has nothing to work with right now. Poke your head out if you see him. Take a chance, and JKS will. 3-0's lead for Cole. Big coming in with their buy round here and now.
Oh, and we've got CSGO's AWP coming out right away. Now, Poison doesn't have his on the other side. I want to see CSGO impress us from the get-go. I feel like CSGO is always doing pretty well in a lot of these big series, right? And he was someone who, during like the rise of Big, was instrumental, man. He was like top in the charts alongside guys like Tabson, right? These two were just doing some phenomenal stuff, and so I feel like he's a big key here. And getting this started, especially when you don't have Poison with an AWP on the other side to be causing you too many problems, I think that would just bolster this Big defense through the roof. But right now it's looking like a B play, and Tizian is here. Now, oftentimes on Mirage, Tizian is one of these players that can struggle holding on to the B apartment. So this is a key moment for him. And together with Xantara's, they trade evenly, right? Down into a 3-on-3 with a bit more damage onto JKS, but with no utility, no damaging utility left to get that kill. You've still got to win it in a gunfight.
Yeah, they did as much as they really could have there. JKS dinked as well by Tizian, so more damage that Big can capitalize on. They've got another pick, and they're coming in through the market. Blame couldn't see on the fade, and Keto gets the kill there, leaving JKS dinked up, low HP and nowhere to hide. It's going to be Cole finally falling for the first round for Big. Nice hold from Tizian and Xantara's, right? It's more of a contact play for Cole. It's not like Big have much warning that it's coming through. Both players get a kill apiece, more damage done. And yeah, as long as Cole are there in time, they're able to retake before, you know, Big are there in time, they're able to retake before Cole are able to get into any good post plants. So round on the board, and key that we have it early as well. Still Cole can buy. Poison tempted by even an AWP perhaps. He knows that CSGO's kept his going for the previous round.
I love the Big are bringing out dynamic cameras for awesome. While we're in there. All right, Big Clan, we see you. We appreciate you. All right. I see what you're trying to do, right? We already love Tabson and everyone else in the server. Now you're trying to make us love the organization as a whole. Well, we already do, but you're just up in the game. Yeah, what's next, man? What do they bring? A drone that flies around and follows them in the James Bardolph piloting it on the sidelines. Nice.
Yeah, Big Org do really go the extra mile with things like that. Like, yeah, everyone's caffeinated. Everyone's got bowls of fruit. Oh, that's a kill. Keto, he's not done. He's locking it down on the A site. Yeah. From the site. It's Poison in a 1-on-4, not meant to be. And Big just absolutely tear it through. The contact B play doesn't work, and neither does the contact A. Back to the drawing board for Blame F and friends.
Stop it. Big, stop. Come on.
Xantara is cleaning his mouth.
Of course, he's got the big bin, the big waste paper bin down there, full of little tissues.
Sweaty hands. Don't want that to get in the way of the gameplay. Man, he's just leaking frags right now, Harry.
I don't want to think about it like that. Ew. Santares leaking the frags into the server. There it is.
Here he is.
Leaking them, man. Leaking.
Soaking wet is Blame.
Soaking wet frags from Santares. Keto gonna deal with JKS, and now Complexity just down to 3. It's Rush, Poison, and Config, but you can all read. Well, actually, that's quite the assumption. But look at this, Rush with an Eagle. I struggle, man. I just look at the pictures. That's Config. I know how he looks like, and here he is with the Deagle that is out through the ramp. This guy, that's Keto up on the area.
Balcony. Yeah, maybe you should just take a breather.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to do it without reading the names
I'll
and just look at it, but then I was too focused on looking at the people.
Yeah, well done. I'll get you a map call-out list later, Harry. And
can you? Thank you.
That, yeah.
I just say, like, A site is anywhere within the vague vicinity of the A site.
Sure.
B site, anywhere within the vague vicinity of
Where's
B.
middle?
Mid is just all of mid. Like, they could mean window, could mean boxes, could mean chair, or Delpan, whatever you want to.
It is mid.
It's all mid.
All right, here we go.
All areas lead to mid eventually. Yeah. It's the old saying.
All middles lead to a bomb site. 3-3. Citizen going for something in connector. There are players in middle, but they're playing safe enough. Poison doesn't have an AWP to battle back. And the util, not unavailable, but pretty much missing for Cole. They've got a couple of smokes and mollies, a few flashbangs each, so they've got to be sparing. That's a good shot. Bomb drop to the top. Tabson throws a nade in lower. Blame F backs out. Doesn't want to get thrown to shreds again. Tizian getting spammed on apartments. Rush couldn't finish the job though, and the smoke comes down. That's still some damage for later that Cole can capitalize on. And Keto, who's looking very good today, had some banging rounds on that A site. He's looking for more in the connector. Blame's pre-firing, but he still doesn't know that he's here. Tabson gets boosted up to try and support Keto. And Cole are contacting B right now. They know they've done some damage early on, but Big are not falling for it. The boost comes in, and then as soon as it does, they double back to the site. Oh, this is the make or break. Look at Keto. Oh, he's crazy.
Keto's running though, and they hear him. There's the turn from JKS in the right place at the right time. Tizian now left up in this bomb site with Zantares drawing the attention away, and he's got them fixated on short. So Tizian can just wait patiently inside of the site. Ooh. There's Blame F deleted. JKS doesn't fare too well either. And I like what we're getting out of guys like Searson right now, like Zantares, right? A pretty ballsy flank from Keto, but he's feeling it, and he tries to hit a good timing. He's maybe a few seconds off, and it's one of those moments where he hears the footsteps running in through the B apartments. The only reason he starts running at all is because he thinks he's going to miss the timing, and then that throws him into the crosshair of that fourth man. If he'd snuck up the entire way, you know, he probably gets away with like 3 on the flank.
Yeah, right. You're trying to find that timing before they're jumping into B, so you can actually assist, not just be left in this awkward, fast retake, which, while is still valuable, yeah, he's trying to get as much value as he can. Keto back at it again. A 3rd kill with a bomb at his feet. This guy's feeling it, man. I love seeing Keto perform, and we've got 4 out of him. Deagle picked up, looking to do the damage to Blame. And pushing through the smoke. Blame on the other side. Flash, and he's blind. Great stuff for Keto. He's 15-4 right now. Doesn't miss an ace to deal with the pistols of Cole. And okay, yeah. Wipe your hands off after that one. It's getting messy. They brought it back for you, Harry. Your favorite.
Nah, man, this is the tack timeout music, Hugo.
Oh,
there's a big difference. Tack timeout, it adds to the tension, right? In these moments, this is where Complexity is sat there and they're going, right, boys, how do we put a stop to Big? Because Big are picking up some momentum now. They're picking up some steam. Poison, you want to bring that AWP out? You want to bring that big green gun out into the fray and try and silence Searson a little bit? That's what's going on with this kind of music, Hugo. And then it's the tech timeout music. You know, the tech timeout music, that's where it gets a little more emotional. And so we have to wait and see what comes of tag timeouts, if we get any of them. Zantares over here boosting Searson up into ladder room early on. He's going to take a pretty quick short peek on the back of it. Didn't have the spawn to attempt the the cat jump. I think that would have just been feeding at that point. So Searson boosted up gets here a little sooner than normal.
3 nade damage.
Yeah, knows that Config's there and brings him down to 50 as a result. Now, while this is going on, Cole, they lose JKS down here at ramp. And even though it looked like maybe they were setting up like this default early on, you see they're holding all across the map. They've got mid, they were holding the apartments, now wrapping in through lower. They've got Palace, and they did have ramp. Now that they've lost JKS there, this idea that maybe this was going to culminate in an A play, well, it gets a little more tricky to do that, right? You've only got Palace as like this point of contact to hit the A bomb site from alongside Connector. So maybe instead they're going to look for other avenues over here in middle.
Oh.
More nade damage coming in. I don't know how BlameF only takes 17 there.
Yeah, he's dodging fire, dodging grenades. But it won't be able to dodge death. They've got to eventually commit into A. Rush with a huge kill there to actually pick off tabseN. They know that Keto got the kill from stairs earlier, so he's still somewhat in the sight somewhere. Xantares from range getting 2. Can't find a third. Keto under the balcony. They know he's somewhere. Where is he? He's poked his head out with a kill and crossing to the site. Tizian steals the last frag. It's Big with 6. And they are looking far better than what we've seen in these last couple of days. It certainly helps that Keto is just dominating. 17-4. Man's not missing a shot. Xantares has been finding multi-kills. We're seeing good utility out of Big. And Cole have tried, a few different approaches. They've tried these contact plays and through both sides. They've gone with mid control. Big have been happy to give it up, and their comms are there. They're smoking each other from short to con, etc. Cole, where do they go from here? Maybe a bit of a faster approach. A more telegraph one, perhaps. tabseN, got to be careful. Flashes in hand, Blame will dodge, and tabseN still runs out and takes him down. It's a trade, but that's a free gun given over to Cole on an eco.
Yeah, I mean, you take that if you're Complexity, right? A 4-on-4, now an M4 retrieved and in the hands of Config. That is a dangerous man to arm with a weapon. And look at what he's gone on to do. tabseN, dropping that M4 over, has now dug a huge hole for Big, rather. Complexity getting this bomb down. Guns dropped all over that A bomb site. And Config getting all 3 of those kills, just picking up steam after getting that M4 from mid. Xantares and Tizian now left in a 2-on-3. They even want to give this a go. They are very slow on the approach. They're still giving it a bit of a look in. Wow. Poison just P250 Xantares out of the round, so that's him out. And Tizian mopped up as well. Config with 4. So dropping that 1 gun over to go and get that mid kill from tabseN, it might not have felt like it was going to be anything big at the time, right? You only give over 1 gun. You keep a 4-on-4 at least, but those 4-on-4s are always going to favor Complexity when they're on a round like that.
Yeah, you can just see the light bulb above Config's head, right? He gets the gun, he just runs through 2 smokes in Connector, gets out top con, gets stairs, and just starts chasing kills. Like, I've had enough of losing, of playing Team CS. I'm just going to run into A with no utility and kill everyone. And hell, it works. It gets Cole on the board. Can they keep it going, though? Now they got the guns. Big are pushing up on the ramp. Cole leave from this position. They actually come back with the bomb. The AWP. Catching Rush, throwing nades, trying to clear this corner. Searson's blind, but the flash thrown on his dying breath. But they never knew about Keto, who not only is performing, but is now tucked in front of the smoke. That one will be a bit of a surprise. Config doesn't check, and Keto gets away with murder. Nade to follow. And the util right now for Big is incredible. Like, these HEs are always finding damage. Even if it's only 20 or so, that still can add up quickly. Smoking the Palace to stop this A commitment when the smokes come over for Cole. That's annoying. Poison's committed out the ramp, but up in Palace, JKS just has to wait. And even if he goes, there are 2 scopes on him. tabseN drops the bomb. JKS probably has to make a move at this point, but tabseN's not going to be letting him out anytime soon. Oh. Okay.
Oh, right. Cracking little killer piece between JKS and BlameF. And now they've gotten out into this A bomb site. They smoke off Connector as well. Tizian will go through it. And Blame's leaving with the bomb. Is he going to go back towards B? So now JKS, right? We've got to keep our eyes on what JKS is able to do here. He's trying to keep both players over at A. You know that Big are going to start rotating, right? You get 2 kills into the bomb site. The bomb was seen here. And JKS doesn't get any kills, but he has kept the attention on that A bomb site. And while this has been going on, BlameF is bomb planting at B. So now he's given a 1v2, a chance at the clutch in a round like this. It went from a pretty tenuous cross into now a chance to get set up, to get ready, and waste time off the clock. Already, this bomb ticking down pretty far. Xantares and Tizian on for the retake, playing it together, trying to stay somewhat near each other, right? But they don't want to line up for BlameF back here at the bench. Shout out Katie in one time. And here he is, waiting patiently, now hearing the footsteps. BlameF, first kill, and now that second man needs to get the trade, but BlameF holds the line, and Complexity, that's why they put the faith in their IGL. When he says, I'm gonna go plant B, JKS, you die trying inside of A, boy, do they die trying. Complexity up on a 5, and it's the clutch going in favor of BlameF.
Yeah, that's a team play, right? Like, not necessarily JKS fragging out. He does get the key pick onto the A site as Blame combos a nade with a spray. And yeah, Blame picking it up. I mean, that's what you expect from this guy. Not just brain power, but aim power as well. Often performing for his team at the top of the board. And now a quick timeout for Cole before they get back in. They want a moment to breathe. They probably need it after a round like that. Never really should have been theirs. You take it. And they're starting to take Big's money with it as well. A couple of players with a little left over, but it's going to be running out very quick. So yeah, like, what was a slow start for Cole? Big looking ferocious out of the gate, could quickly turn on its head and lead Cole into winning the half. If they win this rifle round, Big are going to be trouble to buy moving forward. Searson into the connector. He won't hang around, surely. Oh, he's getting spammed. They already crossed. He's going back for more. This guy does not know when to quit, and maybe that will be his undoing. Config is creeping in, and he's found Searson on the corner. Yeah, he already got tagged from that position, just thinking he would never get punished again. The scroll wheel, I presume, for Tizian, jumping on the balcony, and he lands as the bullet hits him in the face. 2 kills for Cole. What feels like an unlosable round if you play your cards right, but Quito is still in the server.
And he's having a great game today, right? Very relieving to see, especially after, if you remember that Vertigo game that he ended on.
Yeah, he does have struggles on Vertigo. Like, I feel like when Big play it, he is often left on B and ignored, avoided on that CT side, or pushing into players holding. Like, it's a real lose-lose scenario, that B site. But yeah, he can struggle on that map. But here on Mirage, whole different kind of fish.
No, man, Quito, unchained, untethered. And here at the ramp, he's going to have to be exactly that and more. Quito, 1 in the name. Now over towards ramp. Was going to go for the number 1 in the name, number 1 in the game.
Yeah, let's see what he can do.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, Quito down at ramp is only good for 1, and that's why I'm glad I didn't say it. 1 in the name, and only gets 1 in the game. BlameF down here in the bottom mid, catches Tabson in the window, and for Xantares, he is a long old way away. And he's out for the save. Complexity are on to 6. They tie it up.
How do you do it, Harry? How do you come up with this stuff?
Man, I don't know. I just...
Wow. Talent. Raw, natural, unrehearsed.
Stolen. Unstolen.
Unchained. And Cole. Chaining Big to the bank. But they've got no credit card.
Okay.
The money's low, Harry.
Right. No. Yeah, that was good.
They can rebuy, right? You saved the gun. That's actually pretty important here. You got a couple of players with 2 to 3K each.
So no credit card, but like a little nest egg.
Yeah, you know. They're
like a little rainy day fund.
Yeah, they got their pension out.
Okay, pension's out for Big. Quito's 20 and 7.
How does he do it?
Like, no one else is even in double digits on the entire server, by the way. How is it 6-6? Like, look at the kill distribution. This feels like it doesn't even make sense. Right, hang on a second. So, we got 34 kills on all of Complexity. And on all of Big, we've got...
27.
Yeah, 27. I'm just trusting you on that.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, no, it is. It is 27. So all the kills,
okay.
So 27 across all the Big, 20 on Quito single-handedly. And then whatever I said for Cole on
34.
Cole. Yeah, something like that. Still, it's unreal. Like, no one else is even close to Quito. 20 kills deep. And we're not even done with this first half of play. There's still many rounds left to be played. I've done too much maths. I didn't want to risk
rounds.
3 whole rounds. Many, as it's also known.
Okay, let's go. Let's get in. Keto with a glass orb. Hey,
Yeah, good reason, man.
I question nothing.
Tabson just like hit the scoreboard. He's like, wait, what? Keto's 20 years. Keto, take this, mate. Win us around, Keto. Deliver with the AWP.
Big move from Blame. No one's even considering it. Xantares comes in late to check mid, and Blame is already in ladder. You've got a double AWP and you've not got mid control. That's a dangerous decision by Big, and we're going to see the undoing of that. You see Cole set up for an A play. Blame goes, wait, guys, I'm up in ladder. They have no idea. Forget the A play. Scrap it. Save it for later, because let's use this position to our advantage. Tizian, if he makes noise here, throwing a smoke, running around, Blame's going to know what's on the other side. Keto AWPing CT, Sis in the B apartment. Still has a great position to find multiple kills unless Poison can post up for that frag. And if Blame times his cat play well, he might be able to get both of these kills before it's even a problem. Minute on the clock. Searson is about to spot it all. Blame is getting ready to hit his right timing, and here comes Blame. Searson with a shot bomb dropped, and Blame activates from catwalk with one. Searson just needs to stay alive, and he almost takes down Blame on the retreat, backing up to the back of the site, and Cole have barely jumped out of apps as Searson picks up another, dropped by the orb, and Xantares is here hiding all along.
Oh, Tabson catches that mid lurk. Xantares denies the bomb plant, and so now we look at Poison. The AWP can't find a thing. Searson with the double to open that round up, and then everything just falls into place for Big. Searson does a great job of buying enough time for those rotations. You mentioned Xantares already getting himself tucked in, is able to deny that bomb plant as a result, and so now Big 7-6, they retake the lead on the back of a round where really, like, they didn't have a tremendous amount of investment in a sense, right? I don't think they could have afforded for that to go to a post-plant scenario, so they cut the head off the beast before it's even a problem. And now Keto with armor behind this orb, no longer glass cannon, can't hold down the mid area, does get tagged to 23. And now Blame's out of there, back over towards the apartments for Cole, and a fast play into this B bomb site. Tizian, they're already up and past him, but he pushes into the apartments. He lets one player loose down in the bomb site. Tizian is up in their face and finally spammed through the smoke. Now Keto low on HP, trying to hold off from bench. Molly's raining in, and Poison does get the better of him. Tabson's gone from the round as well. Searson and Xantares both having to rotate in late for a 2-1-3 retake. This might just be the save, as they admit defeat in this fast B play round. Complexity, it might not have worked in the one prior, but this time it's a lot faster. And so they find 7.
Yeah, wow, we're getting some great entries out of JKS in this game as well, right? Like, not only getting that 2v2 or 2v4 with Blame coming out into A earlier, where Blame wins a 1v2 on the B plant, but even just there, double entry into the B site, very important shots. Keto misses the one chance he had to keep that round alive, and then Poison posts up on the angle and just clicks him faster. Tizian too wanted to spray more, but knew he had an A1S, and there's only so much ammo in that gun, right? You can't spray forever or you will be a dead man, and instead he's just a dead man anyway. 7-7. Still a very competitive game, a very even half. It's what you like to see regardless of who you're rooting for. And we've got a keyboard swap coming out for Big.
Roll the tech music. Roll the tech music. Make it happen. Where is it?
You really love throwing everyone under the bus.
Where is my music?
Oh.
Hugo, imitate the music. I need something. It's too quiet.
You can burst into song and dance, Harry, if you'd like.
All right, and then what have I got? Right. I'm clicking my fingers, but it's not going through the mic. God.
Maybe quit while you're behind.
Quit while I'm behind before I fall even further behind.
Exactly. That's what they say.
The famous saying.
So I never ran a marathon, you know?
I mean, you actually have, if I'm not mistaken, a half marathon.
Yeah, but I wasn't first, so it didn't.
No, okay, but first or last, right? That's you were doing it competitively.
Yeah.
All that training.
It took me like 4 months.
4 months
to run it.
And that was with public transport.
Yeah.
Just bus like one way. Stay in an Airbnb that night, bus to the next place.
It's a lot of Airbnbs.
A lot of Airbnb. It was very expensive. Could have just booked an Uber. I told you that.
Could have just run it.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, there we go. We got it. Oh, thank God. I like to think there's somewhere in production they were scrambling. Like, where's the song?
Grabbing
Someone's moved the song.
Throwing cassette tapes out the way.
Oh, man. All right, Hugo, here's my scenario this time around.
Oh, no. No more fanfic. Harry.
Imagine this, right?
Oh, dear.
You wake up, Christmas Day.
Okay.
You go downstairs. Jason Lake turns around from the oven,
Okay,
sweating, because it's hot.
Yeah, got that.
Big Christmas dinner, ready,
Nice.
prepared, all there. Sat at the table, across from you, Blame F, staring at you, man. He's huge, right? He's already like had some, I don't know, white meat that day. Is that what you eat if you're trying to get
Turkey?
like? I don't know. He's had some stuff, and he's feeling all good. And you're having Christmas dinner with the Lakes. Now that would be phenomenal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be phenomenal. I expect my invite in the post, and yeah, we'll see you
And
then.
then when it's all over, you eat dessert, and they're called Jason Bakes. Now,
Oh,
come on,
damn.
that's something, right?
Okay, Cole needs to get that out on YouTube right now.
Look at this.
Put together that series. But for now, we're back into the game. We're back into the fray, and we're away from the baking. It's Searson trading in middle. Config gets caught by Tabson, and they're coming out from under just a few seconds after Config's dead. If only he lived, Rush could have traded. Poison's still looking for it, but not getting given kills in middle. Oh, Xantares, he just looks away to check bench, and in that point, Tabson now doesn't know that Rush is in connector. Oh, this could go very, very wrong, very, very quickly, and Rush gets the kill to put Cole back in a 3-on-3. Xantares pushes through the smoke, but Rush is holding for it and saves Poison in doing so. 2-on-2, B player pushing through, Tizian on the big flank. Oh, he might miss this completely. If they go back up Cat into B, this is a mystery.
Oh, this is so weird.
What an outplay for Cole. They know they killed Xantares, and that's just enough temptation to turn it around and take the empty B site.
In they go, uncontested, big. You're going to realize a little too late here, buds, that this is not an A play. Keto and Tizian left in this retake, rounding out the half, and they've read it all wrong. Now having a beginner rotation from this A-bomb site. They've gone around the world and now back again in towards B. Poison at short. If he whiffs this, if he messes this up, then it could cause problems because Rush is very, very low, but he nails the shot with the AWP. And Complexity, they close out this first half narrowly to their advantage, but it is a close game and a game that you do not want to miss. The second half is coming up in just a moment.
In terms of placings, top 3 is definitely our goal in this event. Obviously, we want to get top 1. That would be great. I think looking at the teams, I think we are one of the strongest teams in the group. So I think we do have that expectation that we want to be top 1, top 2. It's just kind of hard to, you don't really want to like underestimate the teams that have new lines and stuff, because when they go through those periods, they're super confident, you know, new players, different dynamics and stuff. So it's kind of hard to know what to expect, but you know that they also have a lot of confidence going into them. So it's definitely tough, but our goal is for sure 1 or 2 in the group.
Hey Future Pros, back on Mirage, this time with a flash. This flash should help you when taking the B site. To do this flash, get into this corner. Aim at the top part of this wall in the center. Run forward and throw the flash just before you collide with the edge of the wall. With practice, you should be able to do this one quickly and on the fly.
Your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together and staying off track forever. Child of the nation, will seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, but pack your bag now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes.
Well, this is a series that just might have it all. We've got Keto carrying right now at 24-9. There's only one other player in double digits, and that's Blame F at 10-11. This is such an oddity of a game, and yet despite that, it's still Complexity winning out this first half of play. Now moving into the second pistol, we've got Big donning a bit of utility on Keto and Tizian. And these two players in question, both going to divide apart for this pistol round, right? One going through the lower tunnels, the other one waiting back at ramp. That's Keto with his utility. He's lining up a smoke right now. Maybe looking to smoke off the top of Con, right? And allow these mid players a bit more room to get into the connector. And then they can try and explode through that Con smoke, or through that jungle smoke in this instance, actually. In towards this site. I don't know, did the smoke miss? I see it bloomed on the map, but I don't see it down. That's a little bit awkward. Smoke got thrown, didn't really land anywhere. Still, the pistols are finding all the kills. And JKS and Blame F are left in a 2-on-3 in the blink of an eye.
Oh, that's a big kill for Blame, catching the cross. The bomb still made it, but JKS should be able to put a stop to the player. Post-plant, immediate kill. Tizian now in a clutch, and he's so low, just a bullet would end his career right now. And he's being trapped and wrapped from both sides. Swings wide, but it's Blame from behind. And Cole find a pistol round. Not just the half victory, but the first as well. This could get out of control very quickly unless Big have some tricks up their sleeve. I wonder if they're going to force. Cole did after getting a bomb plant. Oh, sorry, no, Cole won the T-pistol as well. Like, do ignore me, but regardless, we see most teams force nowadays in the second round, especially with the bomb plant. You can get some AKs. Big, we'll see. At the same time, there's a team that loves using deagles as well, so it's just as easy to play like a deagle only round and then come in with a buy. But here they go. Yeah, why wouldn't you want to have a rifle round like this? Cole have 3 SMGs, and if you're Big, you've got 3-4 rifles, a little two Galil's AK, and a scout on Searson. He's about as deadly as that as any other weapon. So where did Big go with this? You definitely want to get some value out of this. Config, here's the drop under, and so Blame will be keeping his eyes on from the connector. Early nade. And Big just taking that mid control. The deagle waiting at top mid for the right time to strike.
It's a standoff between these players that don't even know they're fighting each other yet. Blame F and Tizian. Both just wait. Steal patience. Nade in through middle. Zantares not really brought down by it. Takes 3 damage. He's fine, man. Not even worth talking about. That nade may be a little better. There we go. Zantares tagged up, but in the connector nonetheless. In ladder room, Tabson gets blindsided by Config. And so now losing a player early on the back of that short push, well, Big, they might feel pressured now to try and get in towards this A site. A short smoke is actually dropped by Config, and so that's given a little bit of room over to Big to try and make this com play happen. Blame F can't see anyone as well. JKS is smoked off by this kind of like deep triple smoke that's been thrown in. It's all on Keto, though. Everyone else doesn't fare too well. And while Keto does get a nice little double, that's about all he could have done there. Complexity are up onto 10.
I like that smoke. It's the one I think we saw in the pistol. The reason it's cool is because it's on the bench. It's not just on the cross, right? Some CTs will often drop that so they can cross between CT and triple. It's on the bench. If someone crosses between CT and triple, you'll see their legs from connector. On the other side, I actually don't know this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it blocks a ticket peek. If you jump ticket and try and look con, maybe that's in the way then. Maybe that's why we're seeing it thrown. A very common peek to see from snipers, especially to watch connector. But at a very minimum, it at least cuts off a CT swing and still gives you the info that whether they're triple or not. So I like that smoke. Big, they do like to come up with their own utility. A lot of the meta util we use today is, you know, found from Big at some point in history. Oh dear, pistols could get dicey. That's a shot from Tabson. Flash up on short side. Rush is dead. Surely blinded. Does get one off of the flash, but he's still going to be able to fall and give Big a way into B. Not much he could have done there. JKS now trying to stop them crossing. Oh dear, Keto's deegged him out of the round. He's kept it up from that CT side, and now it's only Poison. Big couldn't win the force, but the eco, easy.
Keto's going for kill 29, and he's just
round 18.
them.
How does he do it?
He's 29 and 11. He has 160 ADR.
Dirty.
Keto, what is this? What is this before? Okay, right, let me tell you about Keto, right? So him and Searson, Hugo, I'm sure you'll remember this as well. When we were doing Pro League, oh, it must have been like season 7 now, or season, I think it was a good while ago. They were playing for Sprout, and Keto looked pretty good. Searson looked really good, and you know, we were hypothesizing like, oh, well, what if they move to Big? And you know, then when they first joined, Keto was still looking like real good, and I know he had a lot of praise around it, but I feel like we've never seen him deliver something like this, where he's just above and beyond anyone else in the server. I love what we're getting out of him. In this round, Rush is trying to hold down B with just a deagle, and Searson wraps onto him. Keto is holding down the short side, 30 and 11, as he gets that kill to Config. BlameF going through the smoke will surprise these players in the site, but only for a moment. Keto and Santares return normality to the server, as it's all left onto JKS, and this round looks like it's going to slip by the wayside for Complexity. 9 on the board for Big. They're keeping it competitive. And you have to bring up the fact that Keto has this many kills as much as we are, because right, the next nearest amount in the server is 13 on BlameF. If you literally reverse those numbers, so it's instead of 1-3, 3-1, that's what Keto's on right now.
He did the maths.
That's unreal. Reverse the numbers. I don't know if that's maths.
No, but over double the next best player. Like,
JK's got an AWP out of that.
Yoink.
Saves it at least. All right, that's something.
Take that, yeah, throw it over to Poison. He's got a mid spawn as well. It's looking good for Cole, but hey, Big are pulling a bit of a comeback right now. They found a few rounds on this T side off the back of an eco win and a devastating B play that Cole really just had to throw bodies out, right? Blame running through the smoke. If he doesn't, it's just a done deal anyway. He's hoping to get something sick done. And now it's Poison buying a bit of Kev for his AWP. Fast out round for Tabson. Oh, catching crossing players. Config doesn't make it to Sandwich, and Tabson looking to take a bite out of the sight. Dead to the USP. Rush traded. There's 2 more where that came from. Poison picks one off, and Blame pops his head out from underneath the balcony. Now climbing up. They could line up, and they do. Poison with the collat, and Cole win a full eco right back.
That really is your worst nightmare. Yeah. They try and swing him together, and they line up. The stars align for Poison.
5 A players for Cole.
Just brutal.
Everybody there. They're both clearing different things as well. Look at that. Oh.
Well, still in with the buy for Big, right? It's not the end of the world, not the end of the line just yet. This time they're going to set up over here towards B. The nades are good early. Searson already brought down low from it. And that flash, you know, Rush, he flashes them. Everyone that was in the apartments blinded by that flashbang. And then he jump peeks it for the information, and he sees bodies in the apartments. No rotations triggered yet, though. There is still Poison floating around short with his AWP. And as these footsteps are getting made, Poison is now in the right place at the right time. Tizian removed. Scalpel out for Poison, and the Doctor is in. The smoke, or rather Molotov, will deny him this bit of ground over at short. And so he's traded. They lose Antares. Keto having to do it all. He gets the entries, and he's the man planting the bomb over here in B.
Yeah, this is now screwed for Cole, right? They got to cross past this AWP. They know it's on the angle, and there's not many easy ways to get it off. The smoke will do, providing a bit of cover for JKS, but Blame, ooh dear, re-smoked on his corner. Do they really want to give this a go? They've got to decide here and now, and it's no. Cole throwing the towel and give Big double digits. Wow, okay. B is the answer right now for Big by the looks of things. even with Poison picking up the first, he can't get any more done. And Rush is having a difficult time in stalling out these B plays more than, you know, more than he can. And yeah, whatever Keto's eating right now, I want to know. Just keep sending him in first. Keep letting him be unleashed if you're big. You don't want to put a dampener on his play. He is really making matters happen for big right now. And when you have a player just feeling it right now, it's not like this is every game for Keto. He's had some sick performances in the past, but when you have a player just feeling it and everything's lining up and every angle they pre-fire, there's an opponent there, and every nade they throw, it hits someone, like you should make the most use of that you can while it's still working. Timeout for Cole. And 11-10, neck and neck. It's not a pretty buy either for Cole. They've even got a scout, so got to win this one, or they will be in the dumpster. They will be back to pistols, although they've won that before, as we've just seen. Somewhat reliant on the AWP. There are worse things to be reliant on. Poison top fragging for the side of Cole, and second in the server to Keto. Welcome back.
What a JK. Okay, they're boosting into ladder room. Once again, allows for a bit of an earlier peek over here towards short. Or you can just sit in it if you blame F and hold for this lower tunnel wrap. See us run boosted out into top mid. Doesn't find anything from it. Window is smoked. No one else is challenging. This double short side setup for Cole is interesting, right? It gives them a very, very fast rotation to B. It gives them a lot of ability to punish, like a mid-hit where you attempt to get window control or up through short side. It does leave this A-bomb site in a bit more of a rough spot, but with the bomb going towards B and dropped by Blame F, now you are exactly where Complexity want you. Xantares is doing what he can to put this back in the advantage of Big, and they have given this bomb up. They have allowed Big to get that. Blame F has already rotated into this B bomb site. This man is everywhere. He just dropped the bomb at short, and now he's posted up in B. Hidden, not giving anything over, and not spotted yet. Tizian could see the barrel. Tizian could see the barrel, and so he lights Blame F up. Poison, last man alive. The scout out. Keto, fast on the trigger, is there to tie this game up at 11-11.
I've got to say, it's a godly reposition for Blame, right? He gets the bomb in ladder. He can either hold onto it where he knows he's going to be met with a lot of utility, or just drop back, window market, go B. And the fact that his two teammates are spotted in market while he's backside, like that's all the bait that Cole need. That Big will never check his position. They're never going to be ready for Blame, and his barrel sticks out.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst case scenario.
So if Keto 2Ks every round between now and the end of the game, say we go the full 30,
okay,
he would break Config's kill record.
Of course, it is Configs, isn't it, on the other side?
Yeah.
37, or is it in the
47?
47. Oh my goodness, yeah.
So, you know, it's a tall order, right? Like, I'm not saying it's going to happen. And he has slowed down a little. But in an eco round like this, Keto, go farm. Go. Keto, go get the kills. If you get 4, that's like 2 rounds worth of work done in 1. So,
wow. Yeah, but they also want to win the round, right? You don't just want to throw away guns. We've seen the effect.
Well, you know, just play for records, mate. That's what I would do. Play for individual greatness. Who cares about the team?
What could go wrong, hey? Well, Keto, he's at least hanging around. He's in a good spot to get frags, but Searson might want to steal some away. Leg to rush. Oh, the lineup, not again. That's 2 collats in this map so far. Poison, ooh, he's put something in the water. Does tap out Keto, and there's some more dink damage done, but not enough to dish out death. It's Big on 12, and Cole, ooh, the money. It ain't pretty, but it might have to just be that investment, whether you like it or not. 34 for Keto. He got 2, Harry. So, oh no, he got 1. He needs to keep it up. Who knows? Yeah. You talk about that record. You've talked about that record every event since it's happened. Yeah. And no one has broken it, Harry.
No, no one's broken it yet, but one day.
If you keep cursing
one day it will happen.
Yeah, surely.
Nah, no one can break Config's record.
Oh, cursing now.
No one can. Untouchable, king of the game. Poison burning in that molly. It spreads. It didn't look like it was going to. So he put the smoke away, and then it spreads and brings him down to 30.
Hit it.
Another B hit on the cards. I mean, hell, they've worked wonders, right? A double short side setup again, but that leaves the site wide open. And so it's a 5v5 retake, but through the smoke, Keto, lots of damage.
What?
Poison has darted in, and they're already all around him, so he's out.
Save.
Flame's fallen as well. Tabson's holding for these players, looking to hold on to the guns, and that is a disastrous round for Cole. They lose everybody. The short smokes fall. Everyone gets cut off from B. Poison goes on like a bit of a suicide mission, really, like running in through the market, just trying to offer up some resistance.
It's like he sees them coming out Balk, and then he realizes, wait, they're in market as well, and then he turns around and dies to Balk. You know, he had to pick a side, pick a target, but he got stuck between two, and they're really hunting this last play. They are sending it. Knives out through the smoke, and Xantares is the headshot. That just, that's insulting to Complexity, who now have to take an eco and wait for 14 to be found by Big. What a recovery, what a redemption. Both pistols for Complexity in this map. They won the half, and Big coming alive right at the very, very end. And making it worth its while, 13-11. And yeah, you can't buy here if you're Cole. That would be a death sentence. Can they keep themselves together?
The thing that is so scary is for Big, it's just been B hits relentlessly. And the problem is that like Complexity, they've tried to come up with solutions, right? But you know that like their solutions are never just to stack heavy in that B bomb site. It's always like double up short, right? So you have a faster rotate available. And it's because you don't want to just, you know, fully commit to the idea it's going to be a B play, because then that makes your A site a lot more vulnerable, or mid more vulnerable, right? You have to take from somewhere to give to somewhere else on the map. And so you're worried that if you go and make that adjustment, well, then Big just go A and they walk into an easier bomb site. So they're just trying to come up with these solutions like on the fly as to how they deal with this. Is it by fighting mid? Is it denying this mid control? Oh, brutalized by Tabson. I mean, it's only the pistols. You weren't expecting much in a round like this for Cole.
The only person I'm feeling for is Keto, who's not getting any of these free anti-eco kills. He's in Palace right now. Poor guy.
I mean, you know, that's the thing about Keto. He'll top frag, but he's not going to go kill hungry over it, right? Like, he'll be 35 and 13. It'll be a full eco, and he's like, go on, boys. Go get some of them.
Do it for me.
Yeah, and I'll stay alive. If we need the clutch, I got it. Give me bomb. I'll go wait Palace.
Yeah, wow. What a scoreboard. Very, very harrowing to look at if you're Complexity. You're like, how do we stop this guy? Where's he even playing? Everywhere is the answer. 14-11, double AWP. Poison and Config wielding these weapons. Config very good at AWPing B at times, so this is actually a good solution for Cole. Throw him up in the apartment, maybe even boost him for the spawn peak, and he'll be able to at least, you hope, get a couple of kills here. He's pushing through, they're right by him, and he kills the bomb first, does get caught, never knew. Tizian was through with 2, and it's going to be Big, surely, locking in map point right now on Cole's pick. Oh, dear, oh me, dearie dear. Words are hard, and rounds are even harder for Cole. Another fast B play, and Config even kills the bomb, killing Keto deep, who's like not ready for that at all. Why would he be? Tizian was in the smoke and just perfectly gets that revenge frag. There was no way that Rush was ready for that either. Oh my, is there no humanity here for Big? 15-11, and Cole just trying to get away with guns. We saw how hungry Big were to hunt down in the previous round. They'll do it again.
And I mean, even taking one of these guns away would matter a hell of a lot to Cole. They need to keep all 3 if they want to buy up against 15. And so they will at oh no. They lose JKS. Now that's pretty devastating, right? Because you would have had 5 rifles. You know, now you've got 4, which is still fine. You know, you're not going to lose because you have 4 rifles. You know, you can make it work, but obviously you would have rather had the full bounty, full 9 yards to try and deny the victory to Big on your map pick, and that is no longer the case. UMP for JKS. He's the man who takes the hit. Weapons dropped over to the rest of the gang. This AWP on Poison, if there ever was a time to have it show up, it's at a time like this. Blame F, top mid aggression is good. Nets the opener for Complexity. Searson and the rest of the gang, they're exploding B. It's a bit of a classic from them here. Config holding from the short side, and out they come into his crosshair. There's the first for Config. More players where that came from, though. And at this point, he's trying to buy time, but Keto, the Time Lord man, just deletes him over at the short side. Now we're into a 3-on-3 up through the catwalk. It's going to be Poison on this AWP. Searson holding for the wrap round, but he does get bested by Blame F, who's onto a second in this round. Keto. Now it is just Keto left in the hot seat. The man with 36 kills to try and get this game over the line. 1v3, they've boosted him inside of the site. Time now ticking away, misses that first opportunity. Now he might be a dead man walking, trapped on this position. And Blame F narrowly locks in that trade. 3 in the round for himself and a 12th on the board for Complexity, as they just keep the dream alive.
Can't say you weren't scared if you were Cole there looking at the scoreboard in a 3-on-1 going, guys, we really...
It's the guy with 40 kills left.
We can't lose this round, guys. We cannot afford to throw this 3-on-1. And yeah, scary situation, but 1 kill for Keto, no more. NT, got you believe in there for a second. What a spot as well, the boost on the site in a post plant. Just very hungry to chase Blame. You can see what it means to him as well. Really wanted to close that round, but now Big still have got to fight for this finisher. Cole are not out of the game, although it may have felt like it at times. Poison, he's been really, really good for Cole. And he's up in Palace with the bomb, walking close. This is going to be a hard shot to hit. He's got to be quick, and he doesn't react in time. That might be it. 2 kills for Big. They double down. They go right in, and JKS turns on a dime. 4-1, but still traded and bomb planted. It's not open. Those ramp players either need to wrap or they need to go and play somewhere else, because they cannot stop this defuse if Keto dies. It's a full flank for Sis, and this will take some time for a bomb that's not planted for him. And Collar coming in through spawn.
Yeah, temporarily there's a 2v2. That molly forces Keto to take this gunfight. Not the fight he wanted to take, and there's the swing. He can't find it. Now they've lost a man who can stop this defuse. They only catch 1 on the cross, but Xantares is there to pick up the pieces, and what a map from Big. They take Complexity's map pick, and now we look